shoot. Time, time to make the donuts. That's for some of y'all that don't know what that meant. That meant used to be at the Dunkin' Donuts that they made the donuts in house. That they made those donuts. They got up early in the morning. Oh shoot! No, he ain't slowing down. I was trying to merge. Come on, bro. Wait a minute. Hit nothing. But so heard something. Pull over. Bear with me just a second. I heard something. All right. But it used to be at Dunkin' Donuts. They said, it's time to make the donuts. You know what I'm saying? But no, hold on. Screw this. I heard something. Since I heard it, I need to go out there and check. Be right back. Well, blew my hat off. It blew my daggone hat off. I was like, uh-oh. Let me, these big trucks, boy, you try to merge, they be like, screw you and kiss my grits. You know what I'm saying? I was like, uh-oh. That's why you got to time it just right. But first thing I want to talk about is, well, back to what I was saying. Yeah, he just couldn't wait, big dummy. Back in the day, Dunkin' Donuts used to be made in house. Now they go to like one specific place that makes all them crusty behind donuts. But they used to make them in the store. That's why you'd hear that saying "time to make the donuts" as part of a commercial. But back to it. I did a YouTube video and a TikTok video on um, trucks driving in the middle lane. And I just did it because I was venting some frustration because I get it all the time. Especially when you're driving in traffic, you got these super truckers that, they don't have governors, they don't have cameras in their truck, they don't have to fight with the system that if you get close to another truck, it automatically slams on the brakes. If you get too close, I just got a hit the other day. um, it sometimes it even pops up red. It goes a collision alarm on your on your dashboard and everything. Drives me up the wall. But I'm used to it now. But I'm tired of these guys doing these videos. Get out of the middle lane. Get out of the middle lane. Well, you got, look, if you want to get around me, you don't have a governor. You drive like a nut. You'll be right up on, you'll be in an 18 wheeler that doesn't stop on a dime. Even in the car doesn't stop on a dime. But you'll be inches, like you're driving NASCAR. You'll be inches from the poor truck, or probably half the time it's a little old lady in the middle lane trying to force her out the way, and she's terrified. But you're the idiot that's right up on their behind, blowing your horn, get out of my way. And then when you wonder, when you get into these major accidents and you total everything, who's at fault? And then they blame the poor goofy like me that's just trying to get by. Like, you see how everybody's waking up right now. Everybody's waking up. They're going to be merging in and out of this lane. So, every time they get too close to me, I have to put on the brakes and count 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi. I have to have so much distance on each car. I got to do it all day, every day. That's why my head hurts when I stop. But I was frustrated because, like, when you see that truck just pass, the guy will be giving me the finger, blowing his horn, and then he'll cut me off. He will cut me off and make me slow down. See, and that's more dangerous than me doing 65 in the middle lane. But and then not call it, and most of them are arrogant Trumps, fat ass Trump supporters. Excuse my French, but it is what it is. And they got the big Trump 2024. Hanging off the back of their trailer, and an un-American flag, which is not red, white, and blue, and it's different colors, and it's tearing it up, not knowing you're desecrating the American flag by letting it get all ripped up. But y'all don't give a flip. Y'all don't care about the country. You just care about get out of my way. And you're the idiots that come into the shipper and the receiver yelling and screaming and hurry up, I've been waiting 30 minutes. And then next thing you know, they intentionally take their sweet behind time. So you're going to bust a blood vessel. But that's who y'all are. And I mentioned it, and I was calling some names. What you going to do, fatso, and everything else, right? But one person thought I was talking about four-wheelers. Look, there's nothing I can do about a four-wheeler. They don't care. They don't care about other four-wheelers. So I wasn't talking about them. So I just thought I'd bring that up. I thought that was hilarious. I thought it was funny. I thought it was something to talk about. But I let it run because, just like I said, good, bad, different. Your comments with me, your time is engaging. Thank you very much. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. Yes, I'm in one of those moods. Why? Because I have to forget. I keep on forgetting. I have to go back to my old ways. What I mean, I got my emotions, especially early in the morning. I got to listen to some goofy music, some music that makes me happy. I got to have happy thoughts. I got to do that woo-saw moment. I can get that woo-saw because when I go from 0 to 100, it's because with me, it's magnified tenfold. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. When they say get control of it, well, that's going to take some time because I just realized that I'm an empath. Not just realized, but I've been dealing with it for a long time. But it is what it is. And when I make that when I make that assumption, I got to remember that this is a highly stressful profession that I do. I just I just lost a hat that I had for years, but I didn't have a flashlight to go look for it, so it's gone. But hey, I bought it in Nebraska. I think that was the Nebraska hat. Oh well, it is what it is. But the thing is, sometimes you have to charge your emotions. You have to charge up that positive energy because just like a battery, all day long you will be depleted of your energy. Just like a power source, all day long you will be depleted of your energy. And just like a car and or a truck, you need an alternator. You need an alternator to constantly recharge you while you're going through your day before you lay down in bed later on that evening and rest again. It's the circle of freaking life. But for some people, their alternator's broke. For some people, their battery needs to be replaced. For some people, the cable from their mind, body, heart, and soul has been cut to the battery to bring them that charge that they need to get through life. For some people, it's wired wrong. Their whole system is wired wrong. They have to take chemicals and they have to talk to somebody. They have to work through their emotions. Especially in the African American community. Oh, what are you, crazy? Ain't nobody crazy. Just some people need more help. And about 10, 11 years back, no, one 10, because I'm still normal, but about 11, 12 years back, got into a really bad truck accident. Um, and I was at the darkest point in my life. I talk about this all the time on the channel. That's why I always re-bring it up so I can be reminded to stay humble. I can be reminded to be happy. I can be reminded that I deserve to be happy. I can be reminded I deserve to have fun. I can be reminded that I have a place in this world. A lot of people, I don't know who needs to hear this, think that the world doesn't want them and they'd be better off if they're gone. Nobody loves them. Nobody cares about them. But if you're listening and this is you, I care about you. And I don't even know you. I give a hoot because someone needs to hear that you that you're going through something, that you don't see a way out, that no one wants to engage in. Some of y'all think y'all ugly and y'all drop dead gorgeous. You might not be drop dead gorgeous to this idiot or that fool, but you're drop dead gorgeous to the right person that was destined for you. There's a Facebook. Normally I don't um, engage in those, but there's a woman. She had a before and after. The before picture was a thick African American woman, and it wasn't crazy. She was just thick, and we say thick, but by U.S. standards, she's fat. She wasn't fat like Blubber Dubber, but she was by health standards, U.S. health standards. Well, yeah, that's for the whatever. But you still can develop diabetes. You still can develop high blood pressure. You still can develop all of these bad symptoms from eating those ham hocks and the salt pork and all of the sugary, the Kool-Aid, that half of the glass is full of sugar, and it all like floated to the bottom. Good morning. If I don't see you, I apologize. I'm driving. It fell all the way to the bottom, and all of that pasta, not just pasta, not pasta from Italy, but pasta with plus that pasta with the plus iron and all that stuff. All of that stuff is not good for you. And you carry it, and a lot of people say you carry it right, and everybody's like, I would prefer the thick one. It's all the guys that the testosterone levels is still high. Well, mine ain't high no more. Mine ain't high no more. Hey, Buddha, I see a Buddha in there. Mine ain't high no more. But then she shows the other picture. This lady has been going to the gym all day, every day, working out. You could see she ain't skinny, but she's toned. I mean, muscle, but she ain't like uh the the steroid, like you put steroids in a needle and pump it in your thighs. No, but she's in shape and she's smiling from ear to ear. And all I said was, keep going. I want to be like you one day. I said, don't worry about these other idiots. Keep going. And it was no sexual innuendos, nothing like that. It was like, wow, that person is happy. And what do I mean by that? Yes, she's skinny, not skinny, but she's in shape. Probably, I said, you know what? You'll live longer in that form than the other one. She probably can get out and run a 5K without even blinking. Do you see what I'm saying? She probably could get out and do all that stuff, and then you could have your cheat days, what sugar. But we so used to in the United States. Do you want to supersize that? When you see what a regular size meal, is supposed to look like, you'll have a heart attack. You'll be so mad. You'll be like, what are you trying to do? Starve me to death? You know what I mean? What are you trying to do? What are you trying to do? Kill me? And what I'm saying, and I said all that to say this: her self-esteem, that woman's self-esteem was probably very low, but you could see it in her face. You could see it in her smile. You could see it in the ways that she was saying "Happy birthday" to me. Because a lot of people don't want to take a before and after picture of themselves. That's why I give it to Wellness Fukuman. She standing in front. Look at me. And I'm like, whoa, okay. I don't want y'all to see my man boobs. But some people are doing that, and it's helping them mentally. It's helping them physically. It's helping them spiritually. Like, Buddha Namaste. She be on that meditating. You know what I'm saying? Showing that, look, you need to get them chakras in line. You need to get those chakras in line. And people wonder, you see, okay, and you say, and I say this because I've been there. I still got a foot in the door. But what I'm talking about, when you got low self-esteem, you make bad choices. You like, when you don't love yourself, you choose the wrong ninjas. You choose the wrong man. You choose the wrong woman. You when you don't love yourself, it's like taking a knife and cutting your hand and letting that blood drip in the water. The 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 the, the sharks can sense a low self-esteem person miles away, and they know every way to get into your system. They know every way to manipulate you. They know every way to destroy you internally. They remove you from your friends. They extra they you know ex well they not exercise excommunicate you from your family. You have no backup plan. You have no backup plan. And what do they do? Then they take over and they use you. See, because remember I was talking about earlier, when your self-esteem is so low that the cable to your heart, to the cable to the battery has been cut. Well, guess what? They fuse to that battery their internal baloney. I'm gonna say it like that. I'm trying not to cuss. And they suck your battery dry. And then you wonder why you got bags under your eyes. You wonder why you just can't. What the heck? Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I'm supposed to get off this exit. I was like, why is it telling me to turn? And you wonder why you're being sucked dry and you don't even know it. You don't even realize that you are being like a vampire has his or her mouth on your neck and is sucking every last drip of your emotions dry. And then if you have kids, they see, well, if so and so's doing it to mommy, I'ma do it. Especially you got these single mothers, and they got the boyfriend that they trying to, and the son sees this. Well, I'm gonna go. Mama ain't making enough. Mama go out and sell drugs, and I'm gonna talk to my mama anyway because she's letting him do it. I'm gonna talk to my father anyway because he's letting her do it. And I remember one time, because I was there, I said, son, let me inform you. You can't get away with what she gets away with. Don't make me, please don't make me correct you. And I didn't even know I was letting her get away with it. And I remember it was so many, and over and over and over and over. And I didn't even know what the word narcissist was. I was like, holy moly. I was being sucked dry for years, man. And why am I even talking about this? My wife, look, I don't deserve the woman I got. But doggone it, I'll be happy I got her. Because there ain't nothing I did. I didn't even know she wanted to be with me. I've told that story a million times. And she is stunning in my eyes. And that's all that needed. She is beautiful in my eyes because of everything she's done for me. I got her a present. I'm not going to say what it is. And I went into debt to make sure she got this present. Because every year, from the last 10 years, I got presents. Everybody else, I've got no memorable presents. If I got one or two, it was very cheap stuff. This woman has bought me, I got a trailer. She bought me a trailer for one Christmas so I could get this burnt up lawnmower. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know, so I can get this burnt up freaking lawnmower. But the thing is, I said thank you, and she, and we both be thanking each other for being in our lives, and because you can tell when someone done been through something, you can tell. And as the empath, boys, I'm drawn to it like a fly to poop poopy doo. But sometimes she gives off that energy like I'm some catch, man. Please, you know why? I think to her, I'm the handsomest thing on the planet, and that's all that matters to me. But I don't think I'm that, and I'm okay with saying that. You know what I mean? I'm okay with it. I think I'm a strong five, a five. I think I'm a strong five, and I'm okay with that because I'm not gonna get out here and act like. But to her, I'm her 10, and she my 10. We good with that. But see, when you've been battle scarred, you've been on the battlefield for so long, and peace surrounds you, peace engulfs you. At first, you don't know how to handle it because you're so used to battling. You're so used to fighting for everything. You're fighting for your right just to survive. You're so used to it. But when peace has become a daily thing, you be like looking around like and start giggling, and you're like, what's going on? What's going on? And that, boy, that's better than any shot of liquor, any drug, any puff or whatever some of y'all be doing. And I'm still not used to it. I used to wake up in the back of this truck. See how dark it is in front of me? I'm driving in the dark right now. I used to wake up in the back of this truck. Many a times, I got no shame in my game. I used to cry myself to sleep. I was so alone. I was so lonely. If I was way past the point, and I would have took any attention, I would sit there and lie. Woe is me. Look at me. I need more attention, even negative attention. You ever when you see them people? They'll be on Facebook telling their whole daggone life, and you be like, well, why don't you do this or why don't you do that? Pray for me. That was me. That's why I don't engage on Facebook no more, because I'm still ashamed of the person that I used to be. But I'm not that person no more. I'm on Facebook for Facebook Marketplace. I'll be looking for junk lawnmowers and free sod and dirt. That's what I be doing. But see, when you don't realize how far down and how dark the path is, and a lot of people don't want to live it no more. They can't take it no more. They're so in hurt. They're so pain, and it's so much in pain, and they're so, oh man, they don't have nobody to talk to. Even in the even on the beach in the middle of summer, and the sun shining down, everything just seems so dark. But after a while, and I just say, I'm here to tell you, it ain't gonna last. You'll eventually get to the end of that tunnel. You'll eventually get to the bright part where you were meant to be, where you were destined to be. You'll eventually get it. Some people find it in religion. not this Anglo-Saxon religion that that I should have saved that dude. It was a white minister, looked like he was in a Lutheran or Episcopalian church, was telling we're all of this, um, the abortion, you know, these white Christians that are against abortion now, where that came from, because it wasn't always there. He said in the 70s that used to be the the southern um, the Southern Baptist Convention, whatever, was actually in the 70s, was actually for women's rights. And I mean, he broke it down. I was like, oh boy, they all your constituents will probably vote your behind out there, Pastor. I listening to him. I go to his church, and how this one man figured out what was the reason. And because when Roe v. Wade came out, and when the white folks were taking their kids to they were enrolling them in these certain Christian schools, which it became white only, and it became unconstitutional. So they found another way around it. I'm just giving you a brief synopsis of what he was saying. And he had to have another way. He found another way to draw these people out into the open, which was the abortion rights. And see, I'm going down another rabbit hole. So let me get back on the point. We living our lives. Me, because I'm telling the story about me. I waited and I waited and I waited, and I asked God to look. I need. No, I didn't ask God. I remember I said, "What did I do? Whatever I did, I'm sorry, because I don't want to. I don't want to go through this no more. I don't want. I don't want to be alone no more, and I don't want to not live my life." See, that's why when I was complaining about dumping all the, paying for this cruise, and after this, in the next couple of weeks, I'm gonna start putting money on the next one. I gotta start. I gotta start budgeting. I gotta start writing out a budget. I gotta start putting next money on the next one and stop dumping the whole lump sum on one cruise. You know what I mean? But I just wanted to live my life, and this is what I'm doing right now. I'm finally living my life. I'm finally accepting that everything isn't going to go my way. I'm finally accepting that things are going to happen. Like yesterday, guys. I drive an 18 wheel. Well, this truck got to be weighed a certain way. Each wheel has to have a certain uh, a certain weight on it. The two front tires got to be 12, 12,000. The tires behind where I'm sitting, the drives, got to be 34. Tires on the trailer got to be 34. Now, if that's the, if that's if it's loaded wrong, it could be anything. Well, my drives, the tires right behind where I'm sitting, was at 56. So they loaded the front of the trailer heavy. So I didn't realize, but something was yelling in my head, weigh this truck. Go to the scale house, weigh the truck. I went to the scale house, weighed the truck. I was like, oh crap. So it was in the front. So when they weighed heavy in the front, I can adjust the tandem, the wheels in the back. I can actually move them forward. Okay? Well, I moved them forward, and the weight only went out 700 pounds, and I got to go past the scale house. That's for all of y'all, so we don't just tear up the road. So I said, you know what? Let me turn around. I went back to the shipper. I had to go 100 miles back the other way. Went back to the shipper and told him what was going on. So I had to sit in the dock. I'll take care of it, Mister. I know everything. I'll take care of it. And all he did was he moved all the heavy stuff from the front to the back and put the light stuff in the front. So I went and scaled it again. So now I'm 56,000 in the back. I'm like, come on. So now I could have got upset, yelling and screaming and all of that. But now that I'm accepting that things happen, and I'm like, hey, this ain't my fault. This ain't my fault. And I'm dealing with my dispatcher saying, okay, I'm coming to the yard because you're gonna have to reschedule it. Why are you coming to the yard? Not my dispatcher, another new one, and I've already got spoken to by mouthing off because that was a stupid response. So I did not say I'm coming to the yard because we're gonna have to reschedule this. And it was late in the afternoon, nowhere to park. Do you see what I'm saying? I got 1,000,000 miles under my belt. I'm not an idiot. I'm not gonna sit there and one of the other dispatchers that knows I know what I'm talking about. He said, "Well, you got enough. It looks like you got enough. You could just make it." I said, "Hey, man, I'm not stupid. No, I can't just make it because I have to have enough to get there. I have to have enough hours to get there, and I have to include traffic. I have to include anything else that's going to slow me down, and then I have to include having enough time to get out of that shipper, the consignee, and find a place to park. So no, I don't have enough hours. Not doing it. Because what am I going to do when safety says that I violated? Why did you do it? Well, guess what? The dispatcher said, well, he knew. I don't know why he did it. Said you can hear him laughing in the back. I said, hey, man, I ain't no newbie. I don't have enough time. And I left it at that. See, when the light finally starts shining on you in your life, you can. Oh, geez, hold up. I didn't realize how slow I'm going. I'm concentrating on this conversation. When the light finally starts shining in your life, you can start dealing with adversities that come into your life. You can start dealing with the other stuff that um that steps in the way, like your self-esteem. Don't say nothing. They're gonna yell at you. You know you don't like to be yelled at. No, take a deep breath and plead your case and tell them that you're not an idiot. You know what I'm saying? Everybody hates you. No, everybody don't hate you. Most of them are just straight stupid. You know what I'm saying? You know, when the light starts shining back into your life, it doesn't seem so dark. Because guess what? It originally is not. You're just your eyes have not adjusted. Your eyes have not adjusted to the situation. Oh boy, that was deep. That was a deep one. Your eyes have not adjusted to the situation. And see, some of y'all don't see your situation. And I was just thinking about that. For anybody that's trying to, and you're in these YouTube streets, and you're trying to make YouTube or TikTok a business, and you got an LLC, you got 1 month left. And Charles, I see Charles came in and put in that what the name of what they supposed to do. you have to register with the government a certain thing. If not, if you don't register with the government about your LLC, you could get, I think it was what, $500 a day. You get fined $500 a day. So if you broke like I am, and you formed an LLC because you're going to be this YouTube star, and you don't register that LLC correctly, you're going to be paying a fine up to 100 or 500, what was it, $500 a day until you do. Be informed. Be informed. I don't have an LLC yet. If I make substantial money in it, yeah, I'll start one. But when I do an LLC, it'll be for my lawn care business. You know what I mean? It'll be my lawn care business first. You know, don't don't not do not be prepared. See, when we do this, guys, we talk about, some stuff is a little important. I was talking about yesterday. Come up with let's come up with some ideas for your channel, for my channel. Let's come up with some different ways to attract people. You know what? I'm so happy that I attract folks, but I don't attract, you know, tons of folks. I got a slow trickle, and I'm good with that. I'm so happy with that because those people actually come back. I got people looking at me in Australia and in England. Well, what's up? What's up, England? What's up, Australia? And we going to Australia. We're going on a cruise. I'm gonna lose my nuts. And Charles, we gotta figure out if you need. I think probably I gotta talk to Norma and see about for the Australian cruise about what's that thing that you need to. You gotta enter a visa to enter the country. So gotta fill that out. You know. Here's the thing. That's why my name is so long because I've on YouTube I found myself. I even said to look out, I ain't got no friends. But guess what? I got a whole bunch of y'all. Y'all my digital friends. And I have fun talking every morning. I have fun getting upset about stupid stuff and screwing up. And I see some people coming in, welcome, welcome, welcome. In finding my way. I was upset yesterday, and I've got. Sometimes you got to be vigilant. I'm an emotional eater. I had a bag of cheese popcorn. I was upset. I was really upset. But I was like, look, I got to get back on track. I got to get back in play. Don't mess up with the strives that I've had. Um, the strives that I've had and I've acquired. You know, in the last couple of months. By bringing my A1C down. Let's not raise it back up. Now I need to start working on being not insulin resistance anymore. They let my stuff. I'm trying to reverse that, so I got to keep on drinking I got dandelion tea, and then I've got some dandelion goju berry tea with the goju berries. I didn't know that was loose leaf tea. That's loose leaf tea. I got to look through the cabinet and find my Tivana mug, and my Tivana strainer. Because Tivana used to be, that was a place in the mall where you would go and order loose leaf tea. They had rows and rows that you could scoop up a certain that you paid by the ounce. And oh man, it was great. And they got put out of business by Starbucks. Starbucks merged with them, bought them, and closed them down. And that was they had teas that had flowers. It was, man. I gotta get, I'm gonna start ordering some loose leaf tea and stuff like that. But these are the things when your light starts shining again. Time seems like it's standing still. I didn't realize me and the wife gonna be celebrating in February. Married for 8 years. In April, we'll been together 10 years. Seems like we've been together. It's like a good and a bad. We've been together a short period of time, but it seems like we've been together forever. Because I don't just love my wife. I like her. I like being around her. We be laughing like, oh Lord, oh Jesus, here, watch this. It's the same thing. It's like Charles, we go when we ride with them to go on these cruises. As soon as we leave the driveway, all three of us, me, Norma, and his wife, knocked out. And I said, man, I felt your pain when I was driving back from Alabama on Thanksgiving. As soon as I started driving, Norma, my wife, knocked out. My son in the back knocked out. I said, oh, this is how Charles felt. And I started laughing. But I was laughing and being happy because I spent time with friends. I'm alive. I'm healthy. My world didn't feel like it was coming to an end. And even though it was dark in the night, just like you see the sun's coming up. There's a song by Citizens Cope. The sun's gonna rise in a while. In a while, it's gonna be just fine. The sun is coming out. You just gotta be ready for when it lights up. The 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 radiation from the sun actually tells you could be dead tired. It actually tells your body. It tells your mind, hey man, it's time to get up. Hey man, it's time to make your life better. It's time to get your finances in order. It's time to start living a little bit, not a little bit. It's time to start living more healthy. It's time to check your attitude. Have an attitude for gratitude. Be thankful about something. Be thankful for your life. Be thankful for your health. Be thankful for your family. If next time you get a chance, hug your child. Kiss your wife. Because half the time they be like, well, what you want? What you need? Nothing. Tomorrow's not promised. It's not promised. Tomorrow's not promised. It just ain't. It just ain't. But like I said, I'm way ahead of the game. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Sitting there turning off the cruise control. Oh boy. Oh, and I got a question, and this is for the gardeners in the group. Hold on. My whatchamacallit, it went down to like 32. So it was cold in there. I don't know if it was 32 in here. But well, that damn, because I have a pineapple and a pineapple and a papaya plant in here. When I was asleep, it dropped down to 32. I was under the covers. Will that will that um will that damage that plant? I'm hoping it won't because all the other times it's warm. It's not. Let me see something here. It doesn't look it, but because and that's the thing. I'm growing a papaya plant in my truck, and I'm growing up a pineapple plant in the truck. See, when you start finding that light, you start finding things that make you happy. You start finding hobbies, and you start see because we like we was trying to come up with ideas yesterday. There's a million of them for what your channel is all about. There's a million of them for how tos. I see. I can give you do a how to not to f up your lawn. I can do the ghetto way of laying sod because that's how I lay my sod. But see, I've been waiting. Wait a little bit longer. Happens in January, February, in March, probably in March, either March or April. Probably when we come back from the cruise, I'm gonna aerate my lawn. I'm gonna aerate the lawn because I got powerful aerator, and by that time I'm gonna start buying the cores and the holders for the other one. I got two aerators. I'm putting the other one back together, and then I'm gonna sell it. I got two aerators, and I'm gonna actually aerate that lawn because my front lawn needs serious aerating. The back, and not really. For the stuff I've done, and then I'm gonna be top dressing, and also I'm gonna be seeding. I'm gonna be seeding the whole lawn with Xeon zoysia. And boy, that stuff's expensive. Ooh, brother, that stuff is expensive. But I'm gonna be aerating, and I'm gonna be top dressing, and we're gonna be working on that too. But but the thing is, when you're in the dark state, you don't have hobbies. You're just trying to survive. Now I have hobbies. I have, even though I hate exercising, I get out there and walk, and I'm just and see my A1C drop with my flat feet. But I'm like, I gotta go, keep going, keep going, keep going. And you be like, don't talk down to myself. No, this I gotta tell myself, keep going, stupid, keep going. Don't be a little bitch. Keep going. You got this. Go, 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 go. And I'll be listening to my black behind be listening to heavy metal. Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor. Because I'm like, well, my body ain't going to hit this floor. Keep going. Go! And my body ain't going to hit this floor. I'm going to keep going. My wife be laughing. But guess what I'm doing? Even though I don't want to do it, but even though the positive things are coming about it, I'm still out there doing it. And guess what? She kisses me and thanks me because it seems like no one else in her life wanted to do it with her. I'm like, when I don't want to do it, I ain't gonna do it. But when I do it, let's go, let's go. Come on, get up, come on, let's go, 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 go. Why you being late? Let's go. She'd be laughing, and she'd have her set pace, and I'd be out of breath and whatnot, trying to get ahead of her. And even on the cruise ships, hey, what's up, old? Even on the cruise ship, we'd be up on the top deck walking the lap. I'd be cutting through the miniature golf, trying to stay ahead of her. It's so stupid. I'd be, I'd be cutting across the miniature golf, full of liquor. Come out and hand me a drink. I know that ain't healthy. I know that ain't healthy. But I'm cutting across trying to stay ahead of her. But, and I told her, I said, look, this is the person I am. I'm going to bitch, moan, and complain. But if I love you, I'm going to do whatever you ask of me. Because I'm a giver. I can't help it. I got what's a giver. She's not a taker. Thank God. But when you got to watch out, and figure out what personality are you. If you're a giver, you got to find another giver. Don't get with a taker. If you're a taker, you need to change, brother. My sister, my brother, because nobody wants to be around your behind. I'm just telling you. Nobody wants to be around you. You be like, oh, well, I'm gonna do this. And then you wonder why you're alone. You know what I'm saying? And you're wondering why I see some new people in there. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And you're wondering why you're alone. Do you see what I'm saying? I got shadow banned from a lot of people's lives because I speak my truth. A lot of people. Wait a minute. You just hating. You're a taker. I remember one person was saying, I'm the prize. They were talking about who's the prize. Wait a minute. You can't say you the prize. Me as your partner, that's my job. You can't be the prize because you thinking you the prize. Well, what type of prize are you? Are you the priceless prize? Are you the bubble gum wrapped in a little plastic container? You see what I'm saying? And you gotta watch who you really think you are, because someone's gonna come out and embarrass you. That's why I don't think I'm the prize, but my wife does. I know she's my prize. That's why I'll do anything for her. I'm gonna go into debt. It's probably gonna take me 2 years to pay for her Christmas present. It usually does. It usually does. But compared to my first wife, I gotta say it like that. I would get her something out of the blue. She'd go, "What the F is this? What the F is this? Take that back. I don't want this crap." No, I'll take it back. No, I'm not taking it back. I'm gonna throw it out the front door, and you'll never get another damn thing from me. That's why when I give out presents to people that appreciate them, I think hard and long, and I think what I like, what I think they like, and I listen to every word that they say, and I analyze. I say, well, let me get this, let me do this, because I've always wanted to give out presents. I've always wanted to have people that I appreciate. I always wanted to have people that give a flip. I always wanted to have, like, there's people in this chat that I listen to that they don't even know, I respect, and I'll be laughing and giggling and understanding where they coming from. And I pull my punches because if I like you, I don't want to hurt your feelings, and I don't want to get my feelings hurt. It's like see, you got to understand. You can have friends, but not really like them, and then they become associates. But if you got friends and you like them, you like, wait a minute. If I'm blunt, they can't handle blunt. So certain people can't handle blunt, but certain people you got to find the right time. I'm that kind of person. You got to find that right time for me to be accepting what you're gonna tell me. And then when I do, I really accept it. I ingest it. I do it, and I'm like, oh, really? Because I remember I was saying to Charles, I said it to Charles, and he was waiting. He was waiting, and I was cracked up. Every time I think about it, because I got two best friends now. I'm gonna stop saying one, but I got Charles, my best friend. I don't know, because he's good man. He boy, all that knowledge and everything, good people, good, him and his wife, good people. But I'm talking about my friend Vincent. His medication was off. He's chronic depressed. Chronic depressed means that he ain't never going away. And I didn't know that. And I was like, whew. And you remember early in the live, I was talking about your battery being drained. I said, man, I gotta pump myself up to call Vincent and to talk to him. And this is before he's married, so that woman, his new wife, is helping him. I'm so happy for him. But boy, it was draining me. to talk to him. I was like, wow. But guess what? Charles said, bro, I don't know how to say this, but it, it's kind of draining talking to you too. And I said, oh, snap, for real? And he said, yep. And I had to go back and check myself. And I realized, man, I got a good friend because he didn't want to hurt my feelings either. And I say that to say this. It helped because I got years of well, I don't know, oh my god, I got all that out. Now it's like, well, hey, f bomb, what the f you doing? Nothing. What you doing? Nothing. I know I'm drinking this moonshine. I'm doing this f that. You know, and you see what I'm saying? So that's why when it's appreciative because he knows how I am. I know how he is. I know there's certain things he said to me I'll never say to y'all on there because I ain't none of y'all business. Everybody wanted to, no, that's in confidence. I've learned certain times, just nod your head. Just nod your head. Because sometimes you got to be able to um, decipher. And that's one thing I learned. You got to be able to decipher certain things. Because of Charles, I'm still married. Because I was like, oh, F that, she ain't gonna say that to me, but F bomb, F bomb, F bomb. He's like, oh no, no, don't do that. That ain't gonna work, stupid. What are you, stupid? And you need to be reminded, hey, you in the light, but them demons could drag your behind right back into the darkness, and it'll be all your daggone fault. So you got to be able to accept. You got to be able to accept the criticism. You got to be accept the advice, not the device, but the advice. You got to be able to see how the sun coming up. You got to be able to see that the route that someone that gives a flip, that someone doesn't want you to screw up like they did. Wait a minute, hold up, I done did that. That don't work. Just like when you talk about plants. Hold up. Don't add that. Don't add that to your pot and soil. Because you add that to your pot and soil, you won't kill that plant. You see what I'm saying? Don't overwater that. Don't give it too much. Because you give it too much, it's gonna have root rot. Don't put that over here. Don't put that over there. It's like right now, I can look at a sod, especially zoysia sod. If it's got that bright yellow, I can bring that back. I done proved that. I got shorts to prove it. But I bought a pallet. I bought a pallet. It's black. It's probably not coming back. But that's some. I got some ground cover. I got threw some seed on that that's coming up, and I'm gonna throw some more seed on. And I got some that's in between the dark side and the bright yellow. I'm gonna see if that's gonna come back. But see, I'm out here working. I'm trying to figure it out. I'm out here trying to figure it out and figure life out. If you notice, if you notice, it doesn't seem that dark anymore, do it? We started out this live in the dark with the headlights going. In a while, that's why I don't do this during the day. It'll actually heat up my phone. My phone is actually heating up, but it's cold out, so it's not gonna overheat. Learn from your mistakes. Accept constructive criticism. Accept advice from people that you trust. Accept that you are a good person. Accept that you can be loved. Accept that you can love again. Accept. Stop. Sometimes you gotta switch up. Stop looking for that fool and look for that good person. That one that's worth your time, your love, and your appreciation. Look past the bull crap and see if they're worth it. I'm happy that my wife looked past all that crap to see that I was worth the time and the money and the effort. You feel me on that? You feel me? When you start seeing that there's nothing that you can't accomplish, and your self-esteem will be so rock hard solid. And I'm not talking about that. You think your stuff don't stink. That's not self-esteem. That's not good. That's someone that's still fighting demons, and you need to be an a-hole to protect yourself. No, don't be that person. But be that person that got that smirk, that can walk away from the foolishness and smile and say, "Boy, you just don't know. Boy, you just don't know. Boy, you just don't know." All right, where are we at? I see the. All right, coming up next, Wellness with Frugal Mama. Get your workout on. Get them positive affirmations in there. Get them squats and remove that blubber, the blubber dubber. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for the folks that have been sitting in the bushes. I know you're there. I know who you are. Thank you for the regulars. Thank you for those coming in on the remix. You are greatly appreciated. God bless you. God love you. God keep you. And as always, if you don't think nobody loves you, no, I love you and God loves you too. Walk out today in this conversation with a smile on your face. It'll be all right. Deuces.